Look at this. I got headphones on. I got a mic going. Baby.
If
Huh?
only people could see you now.
Hey, no video. We've gone through this before.
All right,
No
all right,
video.
all right. Welcome to This Commerce Life. This is a podcast aimed at small, medium entrepreneurs focused on commerce. I'm Phil, your host, and Kenny, your co-host, will join us as well. And we're going to talk to you about the world of retail and commerce and how things are changing in the world.
What the fuck? Cool. You know what you got to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you something. Ready?
Yeah.
Because this is important shit, right? Don't fluff it off. Don't listen. When you have noise canceling headphones, you got to turn them on. Unbelievable.
And this ends the lesson.
Every week, I don't think there's 1 week. I don't know. There's 1 week where I can't. I don't think there's not 1 week where I can't get on
there's been one
without
week.
something technically going stupid.
There's been 1 week, maybe
When?
two. I don't know.
Ma, you're making up stories. Honestly,
You're my partner, man. I'm covering for you. You know,
Well, who
because
else
the
is going
boss
to?
is listening. You know what I mean?
Well, I know, and we can't piss off the boss. I don't need any more snarky emails from her. Right? It's unbelievable. She actually listens, eh?
Yeah, she does. She does. She does. She
Jesus.
does. Man,
That's good. You know what? She keeps us on point, right?
she keeps us going,
Exactly.
adjusted and going. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to be too distracted because you'll know
Oh, my
exactly
God.
when we're recording because it's
What a-
game 6 tonight.
What a stupid time. They just tied it.
Yeah, well, no, it's 88-86. They called back that last basket
Oh, they
at the
called it
end.
back?
Yeah, because it was on his fingertips when the light went. So
Ma, that's
yeah.
bullshit.
yeah.
That's a tie game if I've ever seen a tie game.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so in case you're wondering, we're talking about the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. It's game 6,
Game
and it is
Going into the fourth
88-86.
quarter.
So if you want to know exactly what time it is, we are like 11 minutes into the fourth quarter, and I've yet to like make eye contact with Kenny for more than like 10 seconds while
I don't blame you. I told him immediately the same. I thought, what's that shitty time to be recording?
Yeah,
a
I know.
podcast?
I know.
I think I'm just going to put it on my phone.
Yeah. So anyway, but how's it going, man?
Good. Really good.
Yeah, things are good.
You know, yeah, a bit of it. I mean, it's like everything. I mean, it's a bit of a shit show, right?
Yeah.
I honestly, I mean, I'm going to complain on our own podcast. Well, who cares? It's our podcast. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I really do. I feel like I'm running on fumes.
Yeah.
And whose fault is it?
Yeah.
It's Amelia's.
Yes.
You know why? Because she's letting me do stupid things. That's what happens. This is all the
I
wife's
actually,
fault.
for a minute, I thought you were going to say it was my fault.
No, today I'm going to blame the boss
Okay.
because the boss is not watching her employee. Not that he's a good listener anyway, but on this one, I think she has to own this one.
Man. Yeah, I'm running on I'm definitely running on fumes. I could use a break. But
No complaints, people. No complaints.
no,
Busy
it's all good, right?
Busy is good.
I think that when you have moments when you're running on fumes, you got to test for whether you're happy or not. Do you know what I mean? Like so both of
That's what
us,
it's all
I think
about.
we've been saying for the last couple of weeks is like, oh, I'm tired. But there isn't a minute in there that we've said, I'm tired and this sucks, right? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm tired. I wish there was a few more hours in the day.
Yeah.
I wish the day was a little longer or the week was a little longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good right now, man. There's like, I mean, you take it for what the time it's on. It's like anything can call it a quits, but it's just, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And the weeks seem to be going like to this week, my weeks
it's
are all
flying.
spreadsheet weeks. That's all I do is spreadsheets, but it's been all gap analysis, right?
Yeah.
With three of the clients. That's what it is. Gap analysis.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating too, because a lot of the times you're kind of thinking, well, this should be sort of a known thing. Like I'm not in the accounts, right? It's not my gig. But
so let's dial in a little bit. So when you say gap analysis, what are you looking at?
I work for, as you know, well, everybody knows, 2 food distributors and a manufacturer product. So what I'm trying to help them, all 3 with, is taking a look at, let's say their top SKUs. So let's say they're an iPhone dealer, because we all know we love iPhones except for you. You know, honestly, what a podcast. Like, seriously? You got to lighten up on the iPhones, buddy. But anyway, so only Phil doesn't like iPhones. But let's say you're selling iPhones.
Listen, you just need to accept that I'm a leader in this space. More people will drift away from iPhones before they come. I promise you.
You know what? Okay, you heard, but you can just shut the recording off. I think by the time this one's dead, like at the end of December, I'm 2 years in. I don't think that this might be the last one. I've had not a lot of problems. I still love my iPhone, but honestly, it's not
worth the money either. Like for,
you know, really expensive.
For 2 years in,
this is really
shouldn't
expensive.
Die. Like your laptop lasts 5 to 7 years. Like, how can your phone last 2 and be the same cost as your laptop? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you know what? Honestly, this was more than it would like a PC laptop would have cost.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember. I bought this just after it came out, so I got it in December, like 2 months after me. I think it was with the 2-year deal.
Yeah,
$1,100, $1,200.
Yeah,
that's fucking insanity. That's insanity.
You know, it doesn't have the same range of capabilities that your laptop does.
I mean, it's a cool toy, and the camera's nice, etc. But I could have bought.
You could have bought it like
a nice little camera.
Yeah, and a DSLR, right? Like a really good one too, for half the cost. So, but anyway,
I'm just really frustrated right now with this one too. What's the score now?
I don't know. I'm trying not to look. I'm trying to stay.
I'm going to watch it on my phone, so I'm going to tune you in a minute anyway.
Wait. So tell me about Gap. Tell me about Gap. Yeah.
So if you have, let's say, you know, you got 200 stores in the Lower Mainland, and you got 3 iPhones, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 4 iPhones. Pretend there's a 9.
Yeah.
What you're trying to do is take a look at all your retailers and say, okay, why does this guy have all 4, and this guy only has 1, and this guy over here has none, and this guy over here has 2, and it's not the same 2 as the other guy over there, and you're just trying to tighten it up so that your best of the best is in most retailers. Theory make sense, or every store that you can get into. There's any stores obviously that's not going to work, but sometimes it's dumbfounding that, you know, store A will carry 3 of the 6, store B carries 1, store C, your best store, carries 2, store D, or worst store, carries 6. You're thinking, you know, you can do Gap both ways. Like there's times when you look at the Gap and say, you know what, this guy has everything. This guy probably should have half.
Yeah.
And then the reverse, this guy has half. My God, this guy, if you had them all, you'd kill it.
Yeah.
So this week, that's what it was. It's been report on report, by SKU, by store, and just taking a look to see where the holes are.
Right.
And sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes the holes are huge, and I don't. And again, it's easy to say when you're not a salesperson. Like, I'm not a salesperson, right? But I think logically, and to some degree. I mean, someone would argue that too. But I think that, you know what? To me, I'm like you. I look low-lying fruit and what's easy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if I'm one of my reps, I'd be asking me, because I can do it. Listen, don't give me the list of 400 fucking stores. I'm not interested. Give me my top 25 stores, and just tell me where I'm at with those stores. So then I go and say, okay, I've already got a relationship. I'm selling in these stores. Obviously, something's clicking. You know what? Low-lying fruit. That's the guys I'm going to go for. If I've got 6 SKUs, every store, I want to get all 6 in. That's what I want to do. I may work, it may not, but I'm going to battle those ones first. Then I might go to the bottom 25 just for funsies to see if I'm any good. And then after that, when I found out I'm not any good, I go back to normal and go back to the next 25, the next 25, the next 25. And that's how you do it. But I wouldn't do it across the board. I pick, you know, a small group of SKUs or one brand or one product line or whatever, and go for it.
Yeah.
Same thing you guys would do when you did a change. Hey, it was the same mentality.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, right?
You get, you know, and so, you know, if you wonder, like, there are a whole bunch of things you get out of it. One is you learn, like, sometimes what you find out is the customers that you don't appreciate, or the customers that you're not aware of, that are supporters of yours, right? They're doing the work in store to carry your full lineup. So some of your successes there, that leads you to maybe some stories that they can tell you that you can share with other retailers to get the SKUs up. Exactly. It just gets you synergies, right? Like if you think of like, hey, you know what? Like it's costing me a lot of money because the orders to this retailer every week are so small, but you do the gap analysis and you figure out like, hey, they're only carrying 2 of 6 SKUs.
Well, no
all
shit
of a sudden
you
get 3 or 4 in there, and all of a sudden your order quantities go up, like there's some,
and that's what I try to tell my guys, right? 91, eh?
Yeah,
that's what I try to tell my guys.
91 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Which one? Golden State?
Golden State, yeah.
Okay. But what I'm trying to tell, like it's what I'm trying to coach sort of my reps is it's just back to low line.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the ones that are going to be the challenge.
Yeah.
You already got a relationship with that account. They're already buying, right? Or I've gone in and told them, guys, listen, pitch a couple softballs to them and just talk minimums. Guys, if you just take these 2, here's the sales. They do work. I know they're not sexy, but these are steadies. It'll get us to minimum so that you can buy the cool shit that you wanted, but that you just can't because you can't hit minimums.
Yeah.
Problem with it, I find, and again, some of my reps do listen to this. So it's not directed to anybody at all. It's directed to everybody in totality, even in terms of the office. Is pick. I did it with one of my clients today. I said, listen, he goes, well, let's send it all. I said, no, pick a cookie. Not the cookie jar. Just give them 1 cookie to eat. They'll like it and they'll eat. But if you throw 16 cookies at them, they're not going to do anything.
It's too many.
Right? It is. It's too much. It's too much shit going on. Just dumb
you
it
wind
down.
up throwing out
cookies.
14 and a half cookies,
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? Like focus in on a few small pockets and take the win. Don't dick around trying to, solve the problem in one turn.
Yeah.
If by now they haven't done it, it's not going to happen tomorrow morning just because you said it.
Yeah.
Like tighten it up.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was pretty much the whole last week since the last time we talked. It's been just
gap.
And it's critical, right? But holy
well, like to your point, that those are the things that drive momentum. So,
absolutely,
if you
get some wins.
Kind of like, like if you kind of feel like, oh, we got some energy and we're moving now, it's probably this stuff that's making you 100%, move, right? Is 100%. Like you've closed some gaps, you've made some stuff happen, and then
orders are coming in. Your boss is happy, or everybody's happy. Like it's not hard to, and like it is. It's a momentum thing. I like that. It's that. It's a couple small, easy wins.
Yeah.
Not complicated.
Nope.
Easy peasy.
Nope. But you can calculate them. There's cases back. There's profit in there. There's there's lots of stuff going on there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. So it's funny. I was doing gap analysis, but on the marketing side. So, I've been building, like listeners have heard me talking about building this content plan, and then
you've been all over the place.
I've been building like, events and trade shows and then all this stuff. Right. And then, the marketing stuff always looks chaotic, but at the end of the day, it's actually not that different from sales, right? You're still trying to drive, an audience to you. You're trying to herd a herd, and then at the end, there's a percentage game. So you're kind of like, like a good marketer will convert something like 5%, 3 to 5% of the audience they talk to. And so, we started to do some math, so my boss and I were talking about this, and we were talking about like, what do we want out of this, right? Like, so out of the next, set of people we're talking to, if we want 20 or 30 major companies,
right?
If you kind of back that up and you say, I want 3% of the group I'm talking, I want to be able to convert 3%. So that's 20 or 30 companies. I need about 1,000 names, to come through my door somehow, right? To touch, read, consume something I'm doing, to be able to convert. So, like you, I was doing math around like, okay, if I'm going to a trade show, how many people are at the trade show? Like pharmaceutical trade shows are much smaller. So you're looking at like, maybe there's 100 real bona fide names, right, of companies that are in attendance that I would want to talk to. Out of that 100, if I'm getting 3%, that's 3 names, right, that I might be able to convert, right? So the gap I was doing was similar to yours, where I'm going, okay, so I'm doing a top line. I want to know how many people I can drive or touch, and then how many of those I can convert 3. So now you're doing the math going, okay, I got 100 here, I got 100 there, I got 100 there. So I got 300 names. That's 9, through the door, right? So now you're going, well, this is not enough, right? Like, I gotta, either I gotta figure out how to be a magical marketer and convert more, or I have to stack a whole bunch more names, at the top line to get
the numbers. You're right. You either get it to 1,000, so you get to 30.
Yeah.
Or you got to get 300 and get it to 30.
Yeah.
Sometimes, as you know, it's a lot harder to get the 30 out of the 300.
You never bet on a higher conversion rate ever.
I always tell people the same. Don't do it. You're going to lose. Yeah. You are going to lose that one. 100%.
It's the Julia Roberts in Erin Brockovich. When she goes out to all those neighborhoods and she asks all these houses and they're like, how did you get all these people, to sign up for this position? She was like, I've given out blowjobs. So my knees are sore, my jaw is sore. Are you getting in line to help out or what? Right? Like, you're like, like higher quality conversions require a whole lot more work, right? So sometimes
not that we're condoning anybody else.
No, we're not.
Please do not do that. That is not what Phil is saying.
And I'm also not offering it either. So I don't.
I wasn't even going down that path. So definitively, that is not where we're going.
But it means
just so people think that this is a Me Too era, and we do not condone that type of behavior.
Yeah, we don't. But so that's the thing is, so you gotta so now it's like, okay, so now I gotta figure out, okay, so how much more stuff, so everyone goes, oh, it's cool, you're doing all this stuff, but really a marketer in the background is going, okay, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Shit, I didn't make 10,000. Like, yeah, right? Like, so that's kind of same thing as what you're doing. Is I'm trying to figure out like how many places did I hit and did I hit them properly? Right?
Did I hit them properly?
Yeah.
And then if okay, so let's say though you do come up and it's a small number.
Yeah.
Right. Then what you need to do is say, okay, so we've got this number.
Yeah.
We need to land them. Like we have no choice. We have to land them. So let's take the three easies, and these other 3 may not. And you know what I mean? You start doing it and say, okay, listen, and here's the plan. This is how we're going to market to these ones which were on the cusp.
Yeah,
like they're close, but they're not quite there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, honestly, it's just take small bites out of the cookie.
They just tied the game.
It was 96.99.
It's 99.99 with 5 minutes left.
Jeez. I'd really wish they would win at home.
No, I just want them to close it out now.
Because if they bring it home, I just Golden State.
Yeah.
So I guess this isn't even a spoiler.
No.
By the time people listen to this, which is Monday nights, Linda didn't know that. She still thought it was Tuesday morning. Monday nights, but Monday nights like for I don't know how long.
A couple of months. So we're so what we're laughing about is that I don't know. Last week on last week's episode, I mentioned that I was uploading at night, Monday nights now, and so Kenny kind of went, "What are you talking about?" We always, because when we started this podcast,
Tuesday noon your time.
Yeah, Tuesday at like 2:02 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know why.
Oh, maybe it was my time.
Yeah, we started there, and then we just kept doing it. And then I think somewhere in December, January, we had a couple of hiccups. So one time I got it wrong, and then one time Simplecast, who hosts the podcast, kind of screwed up our load. And so in both instances, Linda the superfan and Linda the boss caught both of them and went, "Where is the podcast?" And we were like, "Oh my God!" Right? So, as I started to get busier and busier, I actually started loading Monday night and just letting it go, so it didn't get stuck anywhere.
Right.
And so, Kenny was like, "How long have we been doing that?" Right.
I didn't know.
And then Linda actually schooled him because Linda said, "Oh, it's been a couple of months. It's going great.
I think that's bullshit. I think you guys just texted each other to make them. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that was the first episode.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Man. Yeah. So I'm doing the same as you. But I think that one's neat as well because I think both of these pieces are really neat because a lot of times you wind up doing the top line stuff, right? Like, right. So when you're doing gap analysis, people go, "Oh, they have one SKU. We got to make sure they get like all 15 of them," right? And you're kind of going, "That's not."
It's not
like
sensical maybe or whatever.
There's optimization in there that's a lot easier to do because to go from 1 to 15, there's like a top to top meeting. There's like,
oh my God,
big
4 months, 5 months
spreadsheets. There's some more selling to do. There's more investment. There's more negotiation. To tweak from 2 to 4 is a piece of cake, right? And then
1 to 2. Go 1 to 2. Never mind, not 1 to 15. 1 to 2.
Yeah.
And even the 1 to 2, as you said, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
The account you go into, the account that you focus on, this is what I'm trying to get them to do, is the guy who's got 7 or 8 of the 15.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say they're selling well.
Mm-hmm.
To go into that and say, listen, you know what? If we do this one more, here's the data. But again, you got to go in and sell it and you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go wing it.
No.
Like take your time. And this is why I was telling my guy today, I said, listen, don't inundate him with too much shit. Tighten it.
Yeah.
Just these 2 SKUs or these 2 brands. That's it. Don't go anymore at all. 101, 101.
This is really, I don't know. They're waving around because there was
104, 101.
Yeah, because they just hit this really big 3. Toronto just hit a big 3. So, yeah. But yeah. So, I think on the same side, like for the marketing stuff, is everyone goes, "Oh, that's super exciting! You must be so proud." And meanwhile, all I'm doing is calculating how many people are going to show up, right? Like how many people are going to watch it, how many people are coming, all of that stuff, right?
Your side's much harder because you're trying to bring him in. My side, in theory, is a lot easier because we're already there.
Because you're tuning. Yeah.
That's why it's critical. Like, and you should be doing this even as a small store owner. And we've even talked about this with the coffee bars. Is you should get to know your street, right? And if you look at the people who come into your shop, if they're not within that first 2 or 3 blocks, and you got to get to know your neighborhood, that's your job, right? If you notice in that 2 or 3 block that you're not getting anybody, then that in theory is low line fruit. That's your gap analysis as a store or as the coffee bar. Go out and ask the neighbor, how come you don't come over?
Yeah.
Why are you going to Tim's across the street when I'm actually even closer?
Yeah.
And do some asking. You'd be surprised sometimes what you get. But that's sort of like a gap analysis. You're looking at the gaps within a customer base.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not getting the bank across? Like, if you see the bank across, why are they always going to Tim's? First off, it's shitty coffee.
Yeah.
And we're just across the street. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Right. So,
but there might be something there, right? And so when you go and you say why, then you start to get some things that allow you to make some adjustments, figure it out.
Maybe you find out that it's a bigger problem than you thought.
Yeah. Or maybe they didn't even know you were there, right? Like, so
you know what? You're right. Maybe they didn't know what the hell you were.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think like to me when I do this stuff is the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And for that reason, because I like looking. It's all ops.
Yeah.
Like just looking for the opportunities.
Yep.
And looking for some just, easy singles, easy doubles.
Yeah.
Not complicated, not hitting the fence.
Yeah.
Just solid in the field, just solid. That's what you're shooting for.
Yeah. I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
Or if we go into basketball, just all the 2-pointers count.
Yeah.
Then you sink a couple threes. God.
Toronto's up 106, 101.
Holy shit, man.
Holy crap. Holy crap balls, people. Holy crap balls. They are, whoa.
How good is that?
There? Wow. Anyway,
if they could do this.
Good Lord. Well, I apologize if this thing's all over the place, but.
Well, not like it isn't normally.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's a little more disjointed today because I'm watching my phone. He's watching the TV and nobody's watching you. Once again, this is why you do a podcast, not a video cast. Because if this was video, nobody would be tuning in. You'd all be walking. I'd walk away. I'd walk away.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's been interesting. It's been I'm still doing all the other stuff, so I'm it seems like right now everything's content. So into Locate, we're talking content. Yeah, content.
Gap, sell.
There's a there's a neat thing that Sinead and I are doing. So I put out a webinar end of May. We did a quick little survey inside the webinar, and we're going to spin it back out in a PR. So Sinead's helping me with this thing. She came out, as all PR people do, she came out swinging hard with, we should go really hard and kind of like blow up the issues in it. And I was like, whoa. The company's not ready to be that inflammatory. You know what I mean? Like, we're biometric security, right. And yeah, she's totally right. Like, and she's going to keep pushing, and I love it. Right. But I was like, I think you need, we just, first one, let's go.
Proverbial chill pill. Sinead, take a chill pill.
Yeah. Calmer, little calmer.
Let's pull it down a little bit there, sweetie.
Yeah. A little calmer. So yeah. But it's pretty funny. So
she's good that way. She's supposed to be coming on, eh? That's your job, right? You're supposed to be inviting her.
Yeah. That's my job. Anytime. That's that's
maybe next Thursday if you want.
Next Thursday. I'm in Boston, but we can do it anyway, and then I'll ask her to come on. So yeah.
We got to figure out how we're gonna do it when we because when I go to Vegas and you go on the cruise.
Right, because I'm there Thursday. Yeah. And do you leave Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can always do it from Vegas. I mean, it's not a big deal, but.
If you're, I have to figure that out.
You're on my time zone. So it could even be early Friday morning if you want.
Yeah, we could do that.
Get your shit together. I'll get mine. If we get up a little earlier.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that.
See, this is the most disjointed podcast we've done. First off, I can't get my eyes off the stupid phone. You keep watching the goddamn TV. Now we're talking about recording the podcast at a convenient time. Honestly, if we get 3 listeners next week, that's going to be a miracle.
You know what, though? It's I would say that the podcast is also a product of the modern era, right? Is if you think of the number of places that Kenny and I've recorded, Edmonton is a really common one. I've done it from Florida. You've done it from Spain. I think the only one we couldn't from Portugal, Mexico City, right? Because Mexico City was we tried actually, but the signal was just too sketchy. Yeah.
Did I do it from Mexico?
No, it was me. It was me that did it from.
And Mexico. I didn't do it from Puerto Vallarta when I was there. We didn't do that week.
No,
we did. We did that week. I think we did when I came home.
Yeah.
When I came home,
like the Sunday or whatever. Yeah. So I mean,
we recorded when I was in China.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah. So you think of like, so I mean, that's the podcast, right? Like I think that's the near era is you just kind of record where you are, right?
I know, but we gotta have a little more focus. Really.
Yeah.
We need a gap analysis.
I think tonight's kind of an exception because Canada's team is on the cusp of.
I've actually knocking.
It's 109 to 106 with a minute left, a minute 22 left.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep me posted. I got 123, 109, 105 still. So my phone's not updating as fast. That's exciting.
Yeah, but I the marketing stuff I've actually been thinking about because I've been doing it, and all week. So I've been thinking about it, and then I'm doing the math around the conversions and trying to figure out some of the stuff. So
how are you converting in this one? So to give me because you're in a whole different industry. This is a little bit. First off, are there 300 customers? Like seriously, I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's a very it's pretty specialized.
Yes and no. So we're in pharmaceutical. There's probably in total there might be 300 pharmaceutical companies in the world.
That's what I mean. It's not like there's a.
We're not counting all the custom biopharma companies and all that kind of stuff yet. Just almost contract
like Lilly and J&J, Pfizer, the big guns.
Yeah. The Sanofi's, all these sort of folks. It is 109, 108 now.
Oh, I can see it.
Holy shit balls. So, but the thing is when you're in this industry, it's complicated because you can reach, you almost need to reach, 8 different people in every company. Do you know what I mean? Like, cause you need,
but how do you
compliance
convert
folks,
that then, man? You got
people, productivity people, security people, the manufacturing systems people, like.
So who do you go for first though? Who's your low line fruit?
We don't really have like, so we have an ideal, but they're very difficult to find. So the ideal is in these big companies, there are innovation groups.
Yeah.
That their whole job is to go out and look for new innovation that helps move the business forward. So companies like Bayer and Pfizer and Sanofi, they all have these. Equifax has a group like this. Honeywell has a group like this, and that's what they do is they look for innovation. They understand their own lineups, and then they look for new innovation, test it out, and then kind of roll out new solutions for all the business units to pick from. So those are the best people for us because they understand, and they understand the value prop very well. They also are used to dealing with tech companies. They're, the list kind of goes on and on and on. So we look for those people, but after that you're into kind of emotional marketing in a lot of ways. So you're trying to talk security to the security guy. You're trying to talk emotion to. That's
my point. Is you're talking to 9 groups.
Yeah.
And each with a different tone. So from a marketing standpoint, the first one I get,
complicated. It's complicated.
The first one I get is the easiest one, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's the other ones that you're just all over the place. What's it at?
Oh my God, it's 111, 108 with 18.5 seconds left.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep me going here because my phone's not updating that fast.
Sorry. Yes, please. Yeah. But you're absolutely right. Like this whole thing about like the marketing messages that we have. We actually have a really simple message, but we need to streamline it down some more now because, it's almost like what we need to do is pick a base emotion that each, so for example,
sort of like a common thread.
Yeah. Like, so for example, a security guy at any one of these companies is petrified they're going to get hacked. Petrified. Right. That's all they think about is like, how do I saran wrap, bubble wrap everything so nobody gets in? If you're the compliance guy, all you're worried about is the FDA showing up at your doorstep, right? Like you are worried about you and the quality guy, right? Like those two folks are petrified that FDA is going to show up and go, you don't match, your standards aren't right, right? And the productivity person, all they're doing is counting the number of pills, the number of, unit measures, the number of everything, right? Because, that's, so what we're after is like, you got to build this streamlined message and then tap that one emotion that they're after, right? Which is like,
so what's the common thread? It's a fear of something.
The common thread is that operationally we can make you better, right? Like that's the common thread. Okay. For the security guy, that is, we have leading edge biometrics. That keeps you ironclad safe. And so you should feel safe and secure. If you're the compliance guy, is the solution we have gives you what we call a non-repudiated, a trustworthy e-signature. Right. So, if you're not in the industry, when the FDA recalls a product, it's usually because they cannot guarantee the quality of the product. And that's because systems are all, everybody uses old world systems. So pen and paper is as good at it as anything. So you're making pills and, Phil says, I need to go to the bathroom and then I need to get a donut before I come back. But if I stop the line, I'm going to get in crap for it. Hey, elbow my buddy Kenny, who's down the line from me. Could you just sign for me and keep the pill count, the pill making thing running? And so Kenny would come over and go PC, PC, PC. But your signature will be different from mine. And the FDA will go, whoa, that's not Phil. Recall everything, with that discrepant,
Yeah, but the security guys are worried about that too.
Yes, but not as much.
Not as much, but again, at least I'm trying to. Again, you're trying to find sort of that common thread to bring it all through. Close or not?
It's 111, 110, 9.6 seconds left, and the Raptors just
I can hear Amelia.
All out of bounds. So they've got a 1 possession play. It's 9.6 seconds.
Who's got the ball?
Yeah, no, the Raptors knocked it out of bounds. So it's a Golden State ball.
It's a Golden State ball. Ours, in our zone or theirs?
I think it's on their half. It's going to be very tight.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Let's see.
It's either you win by one or lose by one.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Phil continues to watch the basketball game.
Oh, crap. It's their zone. It's their zone. Okay, it's their zone. Oh, otherwise this would have been over. Otherwise this, and it would have been over otherwise. Sorry, yes.
So
anyway,
now?
No. They're replaying it because they.
Okay. So this could have ended. So there's 9 seconds left.
9 seconds.
111, 110.
111, 110, and and it's in the Golden State zone. They're inbounding, so there's a timeout now. So we should.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, so it's complicated, but it's not. So you're kind of constantly trying to convert one of these guys, right? Because you need eventually you need all 8 of them, right?
Everybody's got to be on board sooner or later.
Yeah, but you need to find, and in every company there's a different decider, right? Like there's a different linchpin.
So it's not always a security guy or the QA guy. So like you find from company to company, you could actually have QA, and this one is the big gun. That's the ones you're going to go for. Yeah. And the other guy, seriously.
Yeah, because
industry
but every company has a different pain point.
No, I get it, but because these guys are all in the same industry and they got the same issues with compliance, I can hear Amelia screaming.
Son of a. Okay, sorry. So yeah, it's 111, 110. They missed the shot. Golden State missed the shot, and then there's like this mad scramble for the ball.
Toronto foul.
There's like 0.9 seconds left. There's no foul called, but I think it's a jump ball. So
I can hear her downstairs. Oh my God.
Yeah. So there's like kind of this mad scramble for the ball. And so they're all like, they've just called timeout, and there's 0.9 seconds. Oh, okay. No, Golden State ball, 0.9 seconds. They're on their half of the court, on the
Golden State's a half. So this, if they get lucky, they take a shot, Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Basketball Hail Mary.
Yeah. But to inbound it is going to give you. So Curry got the shot away and he missed it. Holy crap. Anyway. So yeah, so we're sorry, listeners, if you don't listen to it. But yeah, so it's just really tough.
Just so you guys all know, this is mostly Phil, not me. My phone's not updating, and I can hear the wife downstairs oohing and awing, and Phil's just got the attention span of a freaking gnat.
I do, because this is a huge game. It could be over right here. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, it's it really depends. Like if you've got a Patheon or a Lonza or one of these guys that do a lot of, or Apotex, right? That does a lot of contract manufacturing.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of, these drug makers make drugs for other companies. Their pressure point is not security, it's volume, right?
Right.
I need to make as many as I can. So, their questions are going to be things like, if I use this, well, if I tap, my people, they when they sign in, it takes them 18 to 20 seconds to sign into the system to approve things. If I use this band, does it cut me down, and how much? Because I have to save, I need to save X amount of time before it's going to be the right return on investment. So, but the flip side is, there's a Japanese pharmaceutical who, like, security is everything, right? Because they make, viral, whatever, right? So like getting hacked, like keeping everything locked up is critically important, right? So yeah.
I guess it just depends on so your industry is just so different that way. Mine's
it's kind of crazy.
Right. Mine's not complicated.
Sorry, CPG. It's Raptors ball. It's Raptors ball, so this is over.
Well, in theory, this is done.
Oh my God, we're done. We won.
Crazy, man.
Wait, why do they all look so serious?
Are they happy at least, or was it an indecisive win? It says 112, 110.
I don't know. Kawhi doesn't look like he's celebrating at all. Why are they all? I don't know what they're all scrambling around.
Well, I can't see it, so I don't know the hell you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm trying to pay attention to our podcast.
Kerfuffle going on now. Not like a violent kerfuffle, but there's something going on, and I don't know what it is.
So, no, it's taken about 10 minutes to get this last 10 seconds done.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, but it's a complicated industry. It's the marketing message is very difficult to hone properly.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's interesting. I'm having a lot of fun because I love this content stuff is what I really love. Like being able to take a content strategy, build it out, turn it into something, create a thought leadership out of it, and then, you start. So what I'm talking about is you're in a space where, and I think that our friend, the manufacturer needs this is, we need to build out content where he's talking about the space and what people need to learn about the space or what people know about the space, what kind of knowledge base they can have, right? Yeah. And so what happens is people start coming, not because you have an amazing product, but because you have this, but because you have a repository of really great stories.
Right, you got stories, and you got the information, you got
right?
Stuff that I'm looking for.
Yeah, and
the challenge with that one is the writing of it. It's just time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time. Right? It's a lot of time. It's time. And then the trick there though is to start doing that and then create handles where someone like a Sinead can take something written and then go out, because what you really need is the articles are just like the base, right? Like it's really the base story, and then Sinead goes out and finds someone who works
super keen on it and lights it up.
Yeah, she finds a writer for Today's Parent or some super nutraceutical, whatever, and then they write about you, and then that blows it up, right? So that's really what
the challenge is. Like anything though, like right now, it's the time required to do the writing.
Yeah.
Is the challenge, because I got the same problem you do. I'm literally out of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, we I don't want to do it instead of the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to do it instead of eating. I don't want to do it instead of watching just an hour of TV a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is time. It's just,
there's still a hierarchy, right? Like, yeah, I mean, there's never, you're never going to be finished work, right? Like there's always something.
Shit. You kidding me? Not even close.
I know.
Yeah,
so
not even close.
Right? So
yeah. So
I don't know. It's tough, but yeah. So anyway, that's, I to me, I love it. I love it. It's just, they're celebrating now. It's over.
It's over.
It's actually so somewhere along the way they I don't know, there's a foul.
Podcast was over like before it started.
I know. So now it's 114, 110.
Okay, we're gonna take it. We're happy.
Yeah, we'll take it. We accept.
Yeah, and we apologize to everybody. Hey. We know that you probably
I'm sorry.
left us hours ago.
We
left ourselves.
I may do some heavy editing and try and cut out parts of this, especially the parts where I drift off completely. But
and the thing is, I can't watch my phone, so I'm watching you for some reaction, and you're useless, man. Show some emotion.
What are you talking about? I'm so excited.
You're watching with intent and thinking. I don't know what you're looking at. Like what? At least commentary. Like be useful. Sit
Maybe
there
I
and
should
watch
have
it by
turned
yourself.
the laptop so that you could see the screen button.
Oh shit, that would have been just nice, wouldn't it?
That would have been. Yeah, that would.
Yeah, then we both would have been in space. That's great. That's all we needed.
I know, man. So next week you're in Vegas.
No, next week I'm not. Nor are you.
Oh right, sorry. No, next week I'm in Boston.
You're in Boston.
Yeah, I'm in Boston.
You just have to let me know how you want to do it. If you want to record.
No, I want to do it.
If you don't,
I want to do it just the way we're doing it now. So
all good in the hood. All good in the hood.
I'll ask and see if Sinead wants to come on next week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then the week
if
after.
It's not Sinead. If you want to, I can see if Tim wants to come on, because I've told him alcohol's a cool one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a cool category, and he's a lot like Barry in the sense that they're different personalities, different industries, and different scope of store sizes, etc. But they're very similar, and like it's all the coaching stuff is actually kind of cool that I'm actually using now. All these people who have coached me, like behind the scenes, not trying to make it look like that. I don't know that those people. You know those people, Phil? Those people.
I know those people. Yeah.
That's what we're up against.
I have a really neat one too that I want to bring on. She's not ready yet, but she's next J&J-er. They just kind of did a whole bunch of cuts there, but she's kind of ready. She's literally just exited the company and she's kind of ready to figure it all out, but she
should come on for sure.
Yeah, she's a great.
As long as there's no basketball game on, I mean, we could actually maybe help her.
Yeah, we can actually have a coherent conversation with her. But she's super smart, and I love her a lot, and we should have her on. So we kind of got like 3 guests that we got to get on. So,
well, you let me know on Sinead if there's not going to be Sinead.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
I'll let Timmy know.
I owe her some stuff that she's probably going to kick my ass for tomorrow. So, and then we'll figure it out.
All right. That's the end of this Commerce Life. We'll be back soon with the next episode. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us feedback. Tell us what you think. Subscribe, like us, join us, share us, tell your friends about us. And we hope to see you next time with more commerce news.